So earlier this fall, I came to know about a company called Marikalpa Malas. And they have these mala kits. And so when you open them up, you have everything you need to put together your own mala. And you see on the screen here the one that I actually got and made the other day. And the kit comes, like I said, with everything that you need, a little baggie of all of the beads. It has the silk to make the tassel. It has everything all set and ready, as well as links to tutorials, which I needed. And I watched several times to make sure I did it right. And what I decided to do, some people plan their New Year's resolutions on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and I tend to really take my time. And I spend much of the month of December kind of mulling over what resolutions and goals I set for this past year that's about to finish, how those went, what went well, where maybe things went off track. And then I start to think about what I want to focus on, what I want to manifest, what I want to cultivate in the coming year, and trying to make those really tangible. And what I decided to do with this mala kit that I had was make that part of my process. So mala strands have 108 beads. And as you are making your mala strand, I'm going to show you here. I have several pictures. So here's a picture where I only have 4 beads on. This process of taking and making a mala strand took several hours. So I put the fire on in the fireplace. I turned on, soft, calming, relaxing music. And between each bead, you tie a knot, like you're seeing right here. So what I decided to do was make the process of putting together my mala as part of getting ready for 2021 and focusing on what was a mantra that I really wanted to incorporate and work toward cultivating and manifesting. And so what I did with each bead is, as I put the bead on, I repeated the mantra to myself, the broader mantra. And then as I tied each knot between each bead, I narrowed my mantra to something specific. So an example of this could be that your broader mantra could be something like, I am worthy. And then you could narrow that as you tied your knot, at least the way I did it, to saying, I am worthy of love. Right? Or something like that, where you narrow it down. And you could maybe even change that up with each knot, something else that you want to manifest as being worthy of. And so 108 times you put beads on and you tie knots. And so it really makes that mantra more and more ingrained, right? And what was interesting about, I think it was at bead like 63, maybe 64. When I put that one on, I had this moment of that self-doubt and that negative self-talk that is what I'm wanting to work on, right? It's why I set the mantra. It's why I set that goal as what I want to manifest as I was building this mantra. And I noticed that knot wasn't snug as I was pulling it tight. It wasn't snug up against that bead. And I ended up having to use the threading needle to like loosen it back up and almost like start that again, which I thought was really indicative of what happens, right? That when that negative self-talk creeps in there, it really undermines what we're working on and the progress that we're making. And it makes things not snug and not tight. And so I basically repeated that process. And like I said, it took quite a while to get from, 4 beads to this completed 108. And then I built the tassel following the tutorial as well. And so I really see this mala that I made as my 2021 mala, that when I wear it, I know the mantra that I infused into it, and I can really focus on that when I'm wearing it throughout the year to help continue, hopefully, manifesting the mantra that I used and focused on as I built it and made it. And I also think it's just really pretty. And so malas, if you're new to malas, they have 108 beads. A lot of people use them in meditation, using each bead for like a mantra or to keep track of breaths. And when you get around to what's called the guru bead, it's a little bit bigger. You know that you've made it all the way around. Also, people like to wear them as jewelry, necklaces, or they wrap them as bracelets for kind of that reminder of the mantra that they are wanting to manifest. And the reason I bring this up is this is the first year I've done something like this. I definitely intend to make this a yearly thing, getting a kit each year to make a mala and have it be what I want to focus on for the next year. And if you are interested in something like this, if you think it would help you to really focus on a mantra or a goal for the new year, and you want to spend an afternoon kind of caring for yourself in this way, giving yourself that time to focus on something like this, I do have a discount code that I will share with you. So if you search for Maricopa Malas and use my code TGYoga15, you'll get 15% off. And they have a whole bunch of different kinds, depending on the style that you like or that really speak to what it is you want to focus on and manifest. So make use of that code, save a little money on the project as well. And additionally, if you are working on your goals for 2021, maybe you're like me and you kind of like to spend some time thinking about it, and you want to make more realities than just resolutions, I also have a workbook that uses the tenets of hope theory to help you not just set that end goal, but to figure out what obstacles there could be and what other pathways, using agency, pathways, and the goals, not just setting a goal. And so I have a workbook that I put together. It's completely free if you want to download. I'll put that up as well. bit.ly/goal workbook. And there you can download it and begin to think not just what's the big goal that I want to achieve by the end of the year, but also how can I back that up and make an entire success plan built around the tenets of hope theory, and how can I help set myself up to be more successful for those goals and not just set something and leave it. So hopefully between that workbook and the idea maybe of building a mala for yourself to continue manifesting and focusing on the mantra for your year, I hope that offers you something to think about, something to consider, and maybe can help you make 2021 or whatever year you're seeing this the best it can be for you. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for listening.